Oh, okay. Okay, it's on now. Sorry.
No problem. Yeah, so no, that's like, that's why I'm here instead of like Houma.
All right.
I mean, I even got nice houses with generators and stuff offered to me in Houma I could go stay at, but it's like, if the levees pop here, I gotta be here.
Jonathan, when you said that you were on that helicopter going over the stadium, now were you with a media outlet at that time, or were you solo? What was?
It was my first job in TV news, KGWN
Okay.
in Cheyenne, and I had gotten a chance to be what do they call that when you're with them? Oh, look at these people with their suitcases, tourists. Yeah. I was embedded with the Wyoming National Guard. They had sent people down here to help with, obviously the disaster, and so I was in that helicopter. We, did an aerial tour. I was with an adjunct general, and we were, touring around. I was, again, the doors are off the side of that Blackhawk, so I'm just clinging to that camera, praying all that is holy that I don't drop it. I'm 22 years old at the time, first job in TV, and it's a giant camera, and it's not like today where you have like a color screen. It's still black and white screen that I'm looking through. And so at that point, I'm just kind of pointing, hoping that it shoots it. And it ended up being very good video of the aerial tour of New Orleans, but it was terrifying as they're banking over the Superdome with that camera just clutched in my arms. Like my arms were just like jello after I got out of the helicopter because I was gripping it so tightly.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Canal is going to be if you're going to talk about a wind tunnel,
Yeah.
this is going to be one of the wind tunnels.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep.
There's still a few people around. This is Bourbon. No, this is not Bourbon, are we? Yeah, it was Bourbon. Yeah.
Let me call you right back, Tyler.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye. Hey, Rob.
Hey.
Not too bad. Just driving down the quarter right now. We can. I'm live now on YouTube. I'm gonna wait for Facebook till later. So yeah, I'm waiting for like high impact. Gotcha. Sounds good. Where are you gonna be at? So you're staying in Lafayette, then going to Houma. Y'all clearing roads to Houma after? Gotcha. You should be, I don't know, the impact probably won't be too high, too crazy in Lafayette. But
Hear that?
the bells.
I want to get video of that.
The bells are going off the French Quarter. So. Yeah. I'll tell you what, let me call you back when we get right through here. Bye.
Quarter's quiet. So, man.
You want to talk to
Can you
him?
hear the bells? I'm going to go get video. I'll be right back.
Alright.
Let me do two things. Grab this. Let me fix this real quick.
Hey.
Where do you want to meet me? Up in Bourbon?
Right now, do some group questions right here.
What?
Do some group questions right here.
I will.
Okay. Don't ask one, just ask them all. You should get some crazy responses.
What?
I said you should get some crazy responses.
We'll find out, won't we?
Well, I mean, you get crazy responses in New Orleans. It's on normal days, so yeah.
We'll talk.
Yeah, it's not bad right now. It's not going to be bad for a little while. I just go ahead and started the stream early, and a lot of people like seeing us drive around and seeing what New Orleans looks like, so it's going to get rough, though. So the eye is going to make landfall probably in about an hour near Grand Isle, maybe just to the east or just to the west of Grand Isle near Cocodrie. Maybe 2 hours, and then New Orleans probably 3 to 4 hours. When we're not going to get the eye. We're going to get the outer edge of the eye wall. So I'm guessing we'll see some 100-mile-an-hour winds, and of course that'll be amplified with the buildings. Katrina, to put in perspective, they got 70, 80-mile-an-hour winds. So this will be stronger wind-wise. The big concern is just on about midway through the highest wind impact is when you'll get the direct flow of the surge pushing up Barataria Bay on the south side of the city where the levees are. And whether or not those levee protection systems hold is going to be a big question. They're calling for 12 to 16 feet of surge along the Barataria Bay. The levees are built to 12 feet, so the low end of the projection is the top of the levee walls. We've got a group of street performers and homeless over here. They're all just kind of bundled up, so we're sitting there just talking to them, and I let Jonathan out the car and let him talk to them and see what they're doing and see what their plans are for the storm. It's always interesting seeing what people are doing in New Orleans. You got St. Louis Cathedral actually in the middle of the stream here, but you hear it in the background. Yeah, this thing's hitting right at high tide, so. Well, high tide in some places. It's a little bit different for everywhere, but. Yeah, this thing's hitting right at high tide. Well, high tide in some places. It's a little bit different. Now I got a feedback. Let me kill that. We're actually playing this one safe. Usually I would be right in the middle of it going for an eye impact, but it's one of those situations where if the levees break in New Orleans, that's where I want to be. I've intercepted plenty of eyes for Cat 4s, and while I love it and I want to be there, it's just like one of those situations where that's not the biggest impact. The potential for a Katrina Part 2 is there, and it's like, where were you in Katrina? Last thing I want to tell people is I was in Homa. And we're going to start moving around in just a second here. I'm Brandon. Jonathan Petromal is with me. Jonathan's going to be back in the car in a minute. He's talking to people. We're just kind of teaming up for this one. No socks for this one. I got water shoes and antibiotics. Water shoes, antibiotics, and antifungals. And we could be, we were on the south side of the city a little while ago. Actually, right up against the levee protection system. I was droning it, just kind of with anticipation of possible failure there. I wanted to have video of what it looked like before. for anybody just joining, yeah, the impacts aren't extreme right now. They're going to get worse as the day goes on. I expect about 3 to 4 hours right now that you're going to see stuff getting blown apart. But we're just starting early just because I know a lot of people are interested and want to see what the city's like right now. My pleasure. Usually I don't put these streams up until it's really getting wild, but I figured I'd start this one early since so many people are evacuated out of New Orleans and want to know what the city looks like. And it's still possible we make a run down closer to higher impacts depending on the path of the storm. If I think the levee's going to hold, then I'll bail last minute, get west. How to find me on Twitter, it's at bclems, BCLEMMS. If you type in WX Chasing, you'll find it. At Facebook, it's Facebook. Just type in WX Chasing, you'll find me. And YouTube here, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it. So just type in WX Chasing on YouTube, and it'll be on the channel. So I've got it pushed out to 2 platforms right now. I'll push it out to a third, to the Facebook page once things get really rocking. Facebook has some time limitations that YouTube does not have, so I can't push it until I don't want the stream ending right in the middle of the highest impact. So I'll wait on the Facebook one, and I don't want to have to be dealing with trying to restart streams in the middle of high impact stuff. See some of the people we're talking to. Or Jonathan right now. They're all just kind of sitting out here in Jackson Square. You can build a dome all you want, but you got to build water protection around it. The water's a problem. The city's sinking, the water levels are rising, and the marshes are, every hurricane comes through, we get less and less land to protect it. So you have to look towards the Dutch solution, I think. But with the politicians in Louisiana and the corruption here, it's so hard to get what actually needs to be built done. When they rebuilt the levees after Katrina, they actually built them off of a 1965 grade, which is 2 feet lower, or 2 feet higher than what it was current. So they were supposed to have been built to 14 feet, so they're actually just 12 feet, which is suitable for a low-end Cat 3 that's kind of fast-moving. And now here we are dealing with a high-end Cat 4. So it just, and every mile matters with his eye placement. Every mile to the west, you're reducing your surge impact a couple inches. So 10 miles would be a feet, 2 feet. So it's a big difference. I don't like to look at people as political tools, so it's just, they're people. They're having to deal with this just like everybody else. Okay. All right. You gonna get dumb? All right. We'll go get it. Oh, I don't know. I'm in New Orleans right now. I just went down to the levee protection from the south side of the city. To say I'm concerned would be an understatement. So, type in Key Field. It's where the RC field is, and just keep going straight. As soon as you pull down there, they got cameras on it. You're gonna have some people all over you, but just tell them you're media, just shooting some video. Yeah, I droned it, so yeah, I'm like, dude, there's no way. I mean, let's just say every mile west matters.
All right, that's where you should go.
So,
all right.
Yeah, it matters. No, I'm saying it's a good thing for New Orleans. I mean,
serious.
like, every mile matters, because it's, put it this way, levees are 12 feet tall, and the surge projection is 12 to 16. I mean, that's Barataria Bay that pushes up on the south side of those levees, though, and that's where you're going to have the biggest backups. So that's why I'm concerned. But all right, well, just let me know where your final location is going to be. I know. So. If you want to get stuff without getting killed, then you have to be north of the levee protection system, and even then you're running a chance, and that area is not going to have comms, so you're not going to be able to get anything out, and you're likely to get stuck there. So it's just like, yeah. So there's no such thing as a good decision right now. But like I've been telling people with Hurricane Katrina, can you imagine saying, yeah, I was in southern Plaquemines. Yeah, you were in the worst areas, but everybody's going to remember New Orleans. And you're going to have funneling effects along the building, so that's kind of my thinking. I can still bust. I still have time to bust west if I want. So I'm not ruling it out, but yeah. Yeah, let's yep. Yeah, but it's gonna take a hard right back. It's gonna wobble. So, I mean, the way I see it, the way I've been looking at it is for 2 days now, is cocoa tree's gonna get drilled. But I mean, there's no way you can stay safe down there. And you can stay up just where the floodgates are, but if those floodgates get overwhelmed, it's gonna be instantaneous, and there's no getting north of it. So, yeah, and it's a very, very, very real possibility. So. Food. There you go. We're gonna go grab some food at this restaurant in the quarter. Yeah. No, they're open. Boarded up, but open. So, I mean, this doesn't really surprise you. Uh-huh. Oh, I have no idea. So, yeah. Yep. But, so, yeah, I mean, I could still end up down there. I got plenty of time, so. Yeah, I got houses I can use in home with generators and stuff, but right, I'll lose my car, lose comms, lose all that good stuff, so it's not matter. Plus I'll be over all that stuff with the helicopter right after. So. All right. Well, be safe. Let me know where you're heading.
That was
All right. Well. Yeah, they shut the bridges down for Zeta last year. And that's not a bad place to go be in Golden Meadow. We got a butt kick there right at the wall, but I don't feel comfortable with that wall holding, to be honest with you. Not a bit. So it's like you bet life on it.
Nope.
Somebody will, it won't be us though. Oh, the recon's going in. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Not bad. Brett's question, same thing we are. It's like, do we get west or do we stay in New Orleans?
What do you want? How do you answer that?
What's that?
How do you answer that?
I don't know. It's like I keep
I'm gonna do a look live right here.
Okay.
And then we'll go get a food.
Okay.
Just pull right here.
Yeah, I just pull over here.
Okay.
I mean, do you really want to do it here?
Yeah, it's Bourbon Street. It's empty.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to show you
go for it.
your car's gonna be. Where are you gonna want me to meet you up there?
I'll just pull right up to the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in a lull right now. Once this next band comes on, that's going to be the pretty much solid rain from there on out. And that's where you're going to start getting your winds just steadily increasing. There will be over 100 mile an hour gusts in New Orleans from this. How sustained is very questionable just on the track, but there will be some 100 mile an hour gusts, and when you take those 100 mile an hour gusts and you push them between skyscrapers, it's going to amplify it like a wind tunnel effect. Usually about a 30% increase. So there's places, even you get 100 mile an hour gust, it'll probably be 130 actual impacts at some really small locations on the ground. That's where we're going to be, because stuff is going to get blown apart. So I've got a helicopter set up to come pick me up right after the storm, and we're going to fly over Cocodrie and Grand Isle and Homa. I'm anticipating all cell service to be down, but in the event that it's not, I can live stream that as well. So it's going to be a lot going on. And then I've got my drone. I've got a drone too that goes 90 miles an hour that I can put up in some wind. I can put up a wind, hurricane force wind. So if levees break, I can have aerial video of it too. I don't have the ability to live stream that, but I do have the ability to live stream my slower drones, and I can feed it through the same channel. I haven't seen Bourbon Street this empty since April. During the lockdowns, I came down to Bourbon, and there was literally not one car. The only person I saw the whole street of Bourbon was this homeless guy, and he was, of course, we're all worried about COVID. So when it's first coming out, we're locking down. This dude's going through garbage cans, drinking half-full beers. It was the most New Orleans thing I've ever seen. In the least New Orleans thing I've ever seen. Like, empty Bourbon Streets never happened before. But of course, the one guy I do see is digging in garbage cans, drinking beer in a pandemic. Yeah, I feel horrible for Grand Isle and Cocodrie. I got lots of friends in both places with camps down there and houses down there. And they were asking me yesterday, what do I think it's really going to look like? And I hated telling them, but I had to tell them the truth. I was like, man, it's going to be completely flattened. The entire idea of rebuilding is going to be in jeopardy. That bad. I grew up in Louisiana. In grade school, starting in grade school, they used to teach us about hurricanes and worst case scenarios for New Orleans, and this was one of them right here. It's like, I heard about this my whole life. It's not a matter of if, but when. And it wins today. It's like, crap, man. So I've got a really personal connection here. It sucks.
I got good shit with that guy. I got good stuff with that guy. Good. Are we gonna do audio?
Yep.
Great news. Thanks for letting me know.
I did.
I know. That's why I'm saying thank you for letting me know.
I did.
Turn left onto
Yeah, we're trying to keep it PG.
Okay. We're gonna go to this restaurant.
Yeah, where was it?
It's another walk down.
Should we get a muffalata?
600 feet.
I don't think it's gonna be open.
Onto Ursulines Avenue.
It's so weird. If it wasn't for COVID, I'd be like, man, this is just absolutely insane.
Turn
See
left
Bourbon
onto
is empty.
Ursulines Avenue.
I know, right?
But
We've literally seen it.
but I've seen it like really empty, like nobody out, except for my one homeless guy drinking beer out the garbage can.
I mean, why not?
That's what I was just saying. It's the most New Orleans thing I've ever seen in the least
Alright,
New
you
Orleans.
want to go in
thing at the
first,
same
then I'll go in?
time. Just grab something. I don't care what it is.
What do you want?
Whatever you grab.
Sandwich, hopefully?
Perfect.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Do you want me to tell you how I want it dressed?
You're going to get what you get, boy.
Exactly. Give me whatever.
You want something to drink?
I mean, sure. Found a food place opens. It's like, hey, last meal. I've got plenty of food in here, but it's not exactly the type of food you want to eat.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Esplanade Avenue.
looking at radar, we probably got about 15 minutes before the rain starts, and that's where the winds are going to start mixing down, and it's just going to intensify, slowly intensify until maxes out probably around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Because that wind field, once it hits land, will expand too.
Take the next right onto Royal Street, then turn right onto Ursulines Avenue.
Still sounds like New Orleans. See some of these interviews we're doing with people right now we're talking to, and the drone video and the impacts after, I'll have that all up on the channel, upload it as the day goes on, so you'll be able to see exactly what we're doing while we're driving around here. Making loops. Wind is going to be popping out on Canal Street. It's going to be pretty crazy in about an hour. It's actually pretty windy right now. We're just got so many buildings and the streets are so tight, it's not getting all the way down to the surface here. But you can see the trees out in front of me just shaking. But that's just very, very beginning. And I'm comfortable driving around to about, once it gets about 90 to 100 sustained, it gets really hard to drive. That's probably where we'll just park it out somewhere.
We get a little video of what's going on in there, okay?
Okay.
Last minute.
Go for it. Yeah, if you're asking me questions, I've got this on multiple platforms, so I'm answering the questions through the YouTube platform. So just go to YouTube, type in WXJC, and I've got the live video up here. So you'll be able to see this. I don't have it up on my Facebook yet, but you'll be able to see it on the LSM app. And then Facebook once things start getting really wild, and then on YouTube right now, so you'll be able to ask questions. I'll answer them best I can through the YouTube. Hi. Who? Why? What happened? Is he in Morgan City or Homo? Hey, he's gonna have a ride, man. Dude, if he's calling you saying goodbye calls, he needs to get out of there. So. Right. If you're thinking that way, you need to get out. So, I mean, I can't. I mean, if you're trying to do it for media coverage and you're not going to be able to because comms are out, then what's the point? So. Well, yeah. You know that network says I take too many risks, but look where I am. Look what they are. So. Right. I know. Well, dude, I can't change other people's decisions, so. I know. Usually he's like me. He's like, dude, it's gonna be whatever it is. So. But. I'll call him. I'll call him. I'll talk to him. But I mean, he'll survive. It's just he may not like what he has. So. You alright? Okay. Brett was like, oh man, I hate hearing anybody talk that way. So it is a possibility. So, but if you feel that way and you don't feel safe, and get the hell out of there. So yeah, but I mean, how much your job able to do without comms? I got you. Okay. I know. So, yep. Just, I don't pay attention to it, so. you're not going to die, but you may have a whole world of problems that you don't want. So, no, I mean, I trust your decision-making process, so I know you'll survive it. I mean, you may lose your vehicle and lose all your equipment and not be able to get anything out and all that good stuff, but I mean, I'm not worried about you dying. Just stay away from trees, you know that, so. Well, yeah, I mean, there's always that chance, but yeah, that's yeah, I mean, yeah, there's always the outside chance in here, but yeah. Yeah. Well, you've got about another hour where you can get in the car from Morgan City and drive straight up and get into like Gonzales and Baton Rouge area, if worse comes to worse. I know. I'm just saying that opportunity is there for you. So if you get to where you really feel uncomfortable, then bail. But I know you won't do it. But yeah, well, right. But if doing your job is threatening you from ever doing it again, that's another story. So, but no, like I said, I trust your decision making. You're smart. You've been through enough of these that you understand. But yeah. Right. Yeah, it's killing me not being at home, but the same chance that the levees go, it's going to kill me not being in New Orleans. So I can't take. I'll find another Cat 4. I've been in plenty. If Katrina Part 2 happens and I'm not in New Orleans, yeah. If it happens, if the levees get overtopped and I'm not in New Orleans, I'll regret it the rest of my life. Like I did. Regretted not going to the Beau Rivage parking deck for Katrina for Gulfport. I was like, I can't make that same mistake twice. Even if I fail with this mistake and it's not that bad here, then I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is if we see the type of situation we saw with Katrina and I'm not here. So, but I mean, it's still gonna get rowdy here. So, might see Cat 2 win instead of Cat 4. But. All right, well, be safe. If you need anything, holler at me. I do have a lot of friends and resources down that way, so if you need help, just give me a shout. All right, bye.
Story?
The story is it's a hurry of a wait.
All right, well, I got some really good stuff, for what we need. Between that gentleman who doesn't have any way to
Look
go.
at the bubbles.
It's pretty funny.
Somebody's out here blowing bubbles.
They have a machine going. That's not just.
Yeah, there's a machine. Yeah.
Anyways, what an amazing community. That you think about Bourbon Street, you think of tourists and stuff like that. But here, this store stays open for
Yeah.
the last minute purchases. And
Did it even say whether or not he's gonna close, or he's just gonna try and ride it out as long as possible?
no, they're gonna close at some point. Yeah.
I mean, either one would surprise me. So.
Yeah. They're gonna board up at some point. They said that they'd love to stay open, but they just can't with this hurricane.
Yeah. He's probably stayed open for every other hurricane in history too.
Oh my gosh! Wait! This photo. Thank you, because that's new.
That sign is.
Want to meet up with Andy?
Yeah, we go say hi. These people,
I'm gonna send out
of all people, understand hurricanes. So you may see them out walking their dog right now.
Yeah.
when the time comes, they will be in a safe place. They may be really intoxicated, but they'll be in a safe place.
Well, I can guarantee you they're going to be really intoxicated, because you know what the main purchase was in that store?
Yeah.
Okay, just... Is there a moment when the city isn't intoxicated?
No.
Okay.
No. There's always a reason to party in New Orleans. Les a la bon
Dude, you see that? Too many humans, not enough souls?
Too many humans, not enough souls. It's
I would
great
love
sign.
to get video of that.
Well, jump out and go get it. I mean, what are they gonna do? Give me a ticket right now? Just park in the middle of the street. Yeah, can we keep politics out of this stream altogether? That'd be great.
Trying to get details,
I know.
which I know is not important really for what we're doing right this moment, but it's important for our long-term plans.
Yep. I know what you're doing.
And I think we can get that video to sell. What do you think?
Yeah.
No.
I can go ahead and pull that drone video since I wasn't doing cranes around anymore. I don't see any.
I don't see any. If there would be any to be over here.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten rid of that.
What's that?
What you're hearing right now?
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised you haven't gotten rid of it.
You did just start it when I started moving.
No. I'm talking about like...
A fuse?
Yeah.
I usually don't have anybody with me, so I just... I tell you where it drives me crazy is when I like go 10 miles an hour and it starts beeping, and I stop, put it in park, it still beeps. All right, it's windy time.
There's my hotel coming up right here. Aw. I love this hotel.
They've still got this closed?
Yeah.
I figured once they finished the demolition. So this is where the Hard Rock Hotel collapsed. I can't believe they still got this road closed. So I need to go. What's TV? I'm gonna just pull up in this parking lot.
Whatever you think's best.
Go ahead and slam some food down our throat. Watch the wind blow a little bit, and be ready for the real. I'll grab the drone chip so you can pull that.
That's going to be in a different package.
Is alright.
This is going to be more of a...
Did you grab sandwiches or anything? Or
There were no
okay,
sandwiches,
so just-
unfortunately. I just
alright,
had chips and
snacks.
junk food.
I got you. We got plenty of that already.
But
Well, not.
I
there's
figured
never
we'd...
plenty.
I
Yeah.
figured we'd... It's better to be safe than sorry.
I'd so much rather throw stuff away than be starving.
I will give it away.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm gonna go out the canal.
Yeah, that's going to be the wind tunnels.
Yup. Just gotta figure out how to get to canal now. Is it closed up here too?
No, it's just on Rampart.
Okay.
That I remember.
I thought so. There's another closure maybe up here. I can get out.
Did you see that? Pull back, pull back, pull back. We gotta shoot that. You gotta shoot that.
Not sure what I'm shooting.
Look up. You'll see an umbrella looking like hanging in front of a light pole. It's pretty amazing. You see it?
That didn't take long.
Pretty funny, huh?
Yeah. That thing's gonna end up being like a missile when it comes out. So I'm gonna stay driving around New Orleans throughout the hurricane. There's still a possibility I may book it east a little bit or on the west a little bit to get in the higher impacts. The only thing that's gonna chase me out of this car is if levees break and flooding starts. But even then, I'll be able to find some high ground, keep the stream going. But at that point, I may be doing like a lot of work, but it'll still be rolling. So yeah, I started it early, but I'm gonna let it roll throughout the storm. I do this a lot. I actually sat out in the middle of the street in the eye wall of Hurricane Harvey, and that was like 6 hours of 140 mile an hour winds and my car almost getting thrown. So I'm not expecting that type of wind impact here, but I do know we'll hold comms here at least. No, we will not lose internet. We've got T-Mobile, AT&T, and Verizon. One of them may fail, two of them may fail, all three of them is very unlikely to fail. And if it does, we can always move to another tower that hasn't failed yet. So, just may have to change scenery. I've also got a BGAN satellite unit, but it's not fast enough to push out a decent stream. Background noise, we're editing video. Yeah, you keep in mind, this is what we do. This is what we do for a living. This is probably the over 100 tropical systems I've been in, so. Like I said, all the video we're editing now we'll have up on the channel later, so subscribe, turn the notifications on, and as soon as it hits, you'll know.
And 2 years ago,
Including
before the pandemic.
Including the crazy stuff when it happens, and then the devastation after.
I just don't want to talk right now.
See, it's already ripping right here. Just getting wind funneled right there.
Let me see. Surely I did not do that. Surely I did not do that. Okay, okay.
Better?
I was get the wrong clip.
You think you deleted
I
content?
thought I had double punched an interview camera, which is when you.
Yeah, I know what a double punch is.
Well,
trust me.
if they're audio people or listening, double punching is when you press record, then press it again, and then you think you're doing an interview, and you literally got the beginning of nothing.
Yeah, it's like when you get like a half-second clip of the clip that you wanted.
Yeah.
You thought it was 5 minutes long. It's horrible. I did it for a tornado, huge tornado in Louisiana, across the bridge right in front of me.
So,
And I mean, it was massive. It was a 2-mile-wide tornado, and we double punched the recording on it. So I'm like thinking I got this insane video. I go pull the card on it, and it's like a half-second of insanity.
What, 300
It'll make you sick for a long time.
Feeling pretty good about the older part of town just lasting.
Look at the Rain Man's coming through over here. Alright. It's about to start getting real.
What, 300 years? So,
It's gonna be
it's been around for 300 years.
slow increase in wind.
Somebody said,
But it's gonna start
just
picking up
told
now.
me that the only thing to worry about are alligators. That's all I can do at this point.
But you're counting on it's been here so long, it should
Come up with the storm surge.
But you're counting on it's been here so long, it should survive another.
Yeah, that and some prayers and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a side
that's all I
swipe,
can
but
do
it's
at
the
this
eastern
point.
side, so we're still going to get 100-mile-an-hour plus gusts,
yeah,
and
people
that's
are
where the
saying,
worst surge is.
You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here, especially do at this point. That's all I can do at this point.
Yeah, Homa's gonna get crushed, but I can be in Homa without comm, so you wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
Come up with the storm surge.
Yeah, I've got a full tank of gas and 39 gallons in reserve.
Prayers and stuff.
Hey, Tyler.
That's all I can do at this point.
Yeah.
People are saying
It's a little quiet. I'll turn it up.
But it's like, how do I get out?
Alright, I got it. I just didn't want the rain to overpower everything when it starts pounding the windshield. So I'll turn it up. Yeah, it won't. Probably 45 minutes. I'll let you know. Alright. Alright, sounds good. Oh, you don't have to. I mean, they can comment, but I just don't want to ignore it.
That has always been the problem the last 3 days.
Alright. Later.
Yeah. Well, the only friend. I'm a visitor. That has always been the problem the last 3 days.
Alright, turn the audio up.
I did last night. Well, they let us out. I don't know if they're gonna let us in back earlier or something, but.
Alright. You need me to approve.
Yeah, too. But it's not doing it.
MAWILAI. Person wasn't running, so that stranded me here, and got here. The Crescent, when I was passing through from the Sunset Limited on Amtrak, the Crescent wasn't running, so that stranded me here, and can't stay at the station anymore. So yeah, I'm just hanging with these guys. One of them is from like rainbow gatherings and stuff, and I've attended those. So I kind of just on the outskirts. Back 30 years ago, Typhoon became stranded from Manila. Meanwhile, my
See where I'm going with this?
town in Bacolod,
Huh?
power out to the whole island. Close
I know. Okay. Give me just a second. I'm trying to adjust the audio.
out from the
All right, let me know. Is this volume better now?
They were like Amtrak's closed, so this time around, rather than just getting some outer bands.
So, do you have a place you can shelter, or you?
Not really. I mean, like I stayed last night at a shelter after getting kicked out from the station. They were like Amtrak's closed, so you ain't supposed to be here.
So your plan was not to be in New Orleans at this moment anyway?
No, I was supposed to be out yesterday. Just stay the night, and have a little bit of fun in the French Quarter, Bourbon Street, so I can say I've seen it, done that, and now it's a totally different experience. But this is actually the 5th natural disaster during my
Did you have 2 on there?
rail pass trip. There was a
This one?
mudslide at the latest in Colorado, crack fire in California.
Oh, I saw.
Actually kind of alive,
See how the wind's falling right here?
That's what. Yes, I did see that.
All right. Where should we go?
Sit here for a second.
Sit here.
Are we gonna get anything better than us funneling it back down to right now?
Not right now, no. Oh.
Here's the last place. How is it? Here's the last place for people to get supplies.
We always try to stay open as late as we can for all our locals to get that last minute thing before it comes.
See the rain bands pushing. Too much rain hitting us, but
How long have you been doing this?
We bought the store 2 years ago, but this is not our first rodeo. Yeah, with us. Thank God. Like, we've had a few tough little storms come through and take out people to come in and get what they need. Like,
Yes, we have.
for people to come in and everything. And we've actually stayed open by candlelight. The storms come. We've had a few tough little storms come through and take out all our electricity and everything. And we've actually stayed open by candlelight.
I agree. People should calm down. But at the same token, this is not a normal storm. Anytime you have a high-end Cat 4, almost Cat 5 hitting southern Louisiana, it's not normal. It's devastating. May not look devastating right now, but in 12 hours, it'll be a different story. Regardless if it's New Orleans or the southeastern coast, or both.
Wind gusts over 50 miles per hour with the possibility. Let's show you an example of what's going on. It's been here so long, just surviving it.
Yeah, that and some prayers and stuff. But you shouldn't be here, especially on Facebook and stuff. But it's like, how do I get out? And that.
We always try to stay open as late.
The porta potties I was going to use back there are all ratchet strapped together.
Yeah, but not disaster. Before everything gets real,
You show me the way.
Well, I can only do one thing at a time.
I know.
I gotta edit.
I thought I was going to go run to the porta potty, but nope. I'd like to get one while they're still standing. There's one.
It really is. Thank goodness. All right, good go, and then I'm gonna export this right now, and then I'll do what I got.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where can my mom find this?
WXG's YouTube page. No Hurricane daiquiris are being sold right now.
There's nothing being sold but chips and what you can take from this one store. What's the store called? It's called The Quarter. I
The
think.
Quarter.
I'll get the name for you. There's only one store open in the French Quarter right now. Hold this, please.
All right. Be careful using the porta potty in a hurricane. Quickly turn into a jackass scene. Look like Steve-O in a porta potty. Yeah, standing inside the porta potty feeling a rock, and it's like, please don't yet, please don't yet.
Lift that up, please.
Oh, sorry.
Can't walk.
Yeah, sorry. Forgot you have flip-flops and socks.
Well, if I need to switch into mud boots, I got socks on.
Somebody asked me earlier, do you have a wetsuit on? I was like, nope, I got flip-flops, antibiotics, and antifungal cream.
You want to know what people get most mad about when I'm on video in hurricanes?
Wearing flip-flops.
Wearing flip-flops.
You shouldn't be out there, you should be in full PPE. And I'm like, yeah, so if you fall down, you drown.
Exactly.
I'll pass.
I'll just be what's comfortable and what's safe. And this is realistically what's the safest thing you can do. So, there you go. That's the reality of the situation.
Underground parking, only thing underground in New Orleans is the water table. We have above ground parking.
They don't even bury people below ground here.
Sorry about the sound, guys. I didn't know it was off. Computer kind of had an accident. All right, if you would move your bag by that cord.
Where do you want to set it?
There we go.
That's it right.
Yeah, that's fine right there. Just need the cord under. All right, there we go. Sorry guys, I'm trying to keep up with this train. I got a lot going on too, so.
Let me see.
Sound guy's been fired. We dropped him off in the outside the levee system.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service. You're gonna have to be released. So we are pushing on the West Bank right now. We're gonna head south down towards Lafitte. That area is not gonna be good. We're not gonna get on the other side of the flood protection system, and if the water's pushing hard against that flood protection system, we're gonna get out pretty quick. So we're gonna play safe, but we're also gonna get some impacts too. For anybody watching this for the first time, this is what we do. I've been in over 100 tropical systems.
I've been in every major category, or every category of hurricane.
So we're gonna push it down towards the high impact zone and be fast to pull out. Don't think fast to pull out the wrong way. So Lafitte is not, it looks like it's inland, but it's really not. It's just marsh leading up to it. So the water is going to get shoved well up against that. It's one of the areas that it just looks really bad no matter what the outcome of the levees are, because it's outside that protection system. And we will get back into the New Orleans area. We've got a little while before the impacts start getting really high there.
Keep right to continue on Louisiana 5 south. Quarter mile, take exit 48, Queens Boulevard.
Should have gone for the last exit.
Take exit 48, then merge onto West Bank Expressway.
And this area over here is by far my biggest concern. And there's a lot of people still left here, even in the trailer parks over here.
A lot of people in their trailers, which is the worst idea ever.
Merge onto West Bank Expressway, then use the left 2 lanes to turn
But you know
left
what?
on Thames
A lot
Boulevard.
of people don't have an option. Let's be honest.
Nope.
That's what they got. And they don't have anything else to
Use the
do.
left 2 lanes to turn left on Thames Boulevard.
All right, that's up.
It's up to Dropbox.
Yeah. I need to do my own. Let's see.
Continue on Ames Boulevard for 3 miles.
Let me know if you need the keyboard because I have it over here. Okay.
Gotcha.
It's off, so I won't do anything. But
That's the interviews and stuff you just did.
video of homeless people downtown. The street's empty. The store, people buying stuff, last minute items
Okay.
in the store. So it's an interview with the homeless guy who says he's trapped. He has no place to go. Also interview with the store owner who says she's keeping our store open as long as possible.
So, guys, if you want to hit subscribe and get notifications, we're about to upload a video of some of the interviews we were doing earlier in the stream while we were talking about it. I know a lot of new viewers are on now, so if you guys kind of want to see what we're doing while we're out riding around You can do it on the channel here, or you can also look at what's your YouTube channel?
Jay Petramala.
Let's spell it for him.
Okay. JPetraMala. Honestly, let me double check. I just started using YouTube. I've worked for television networks for years and years, and so now as I'm an independent journalist, I'm obviously adjusting to what it is. So I think it's just my name, Jonathan Petramala. That's it.
Yeah,
So Jonathan, Jonathan, just like the Bible. Petramala, Italian. So it's phonetic. So Petramala. I'll see what I can upload on there. I'm trying to prioritize what I'm doing, how I'm doing things. So.
Yeah. No, I got it. Tyler is uploading it for us, so I just sent him a link. But yeah, it's just kind of it's prep stuff now. You may or may not be interested in it. Just some people probably want to see what we're doing while we're out here. The high impact stuff will be later. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Metro Uptown area first. We're gonna go check out these levee systems first and go see what's happening just on the other side of them. Maybe poke over the top one with the drone. Text me. What's up?
Nothing. Just relaxing.
Been waiting for you to ask all day.
There are signs of progress already here.
So it's like I'm just having to ignore a phone the rest of the day.
This morning, we had Hurricane Ida.
He's over the GPS.
Town on Bourbon Street. This is the French Quarter. This is the high ground. This is where the city of New Orleans was founded. These buildings have been here for well over 300 years, and so the hope is that they'll be able to survive what could be the worst hurricane ever to make landfall in the state of Louisiana, at least on record. One of the scary things you see, though, you do see some people out, homeless, people that are visiting maybe around town and don't have the resources to find someplace safe to go. And I was able to speak with this gentleman who is concerned, and he still doesn't know where he's going to be when Ida hits. And so the hope is that they'll be able to survive what could be the worst hurricane ever to make landfall in the state of Louisiana, at least on record. One of the scary things you see,
Still
visiting maybe from out of town and don't have the resources to find someplace safe to go, and I was able to speak to one of those gentlemen. Who is concerned, and
some of these people, all they're posting about like politics. Can you imagine being so brainwashed that when a Cat 4 or 5 is about to hit a major metro area, and all you can think about is politics for either side? It's insanity.
Doesn't know where he's going to be when Ida hits.
And here's Kerry Smith saying it's fake. It's all a hoax.
Ooh.
These people are like, it's a hoax, it's fake.
How about y'all come visit? Tell me how fake it is.
I got a place you can stay in Cocodrie if you want to call it fake.
Grand Isle.
Grand Isles, yeah. Lord welcome. You can argue with Darwin at that point.
Continue on Louisiana 3134 south for 8 miles.
That's some rares and stuff. That's all I can do at this point. And yeah, people.
What weather apps do we use?
That's a good question.
I like Radar Scope for radar.
I do too.
But really after that, I don't use any. I'm not a big app person.
That's all I can do at this point.
But I've got a desktop built into my car, so I mean, I can just access a web page at any time. And for that front, I use Tropical Tidbits a lot, College Due page, those for models, and of course National Hurricane Center, get updates, and get a lot of information around New Orleans from Saints Report. They actually have probably the best informational thread of Hurricane Katrina in the world. So
In any natural disaster, usually the most going to be the most impacted by these storms. Usually, if you have the resources, you're able to prevent it.
So we're on Highway 3134. We're not going to stay down this way long because once we get down where we're going here, the probability for bad things to happen is high, or it will get high. It's not going to be high while we're there, or not too high. But why are we out? This is what we do for a living. Both of us. We both work with media outlets and providing content and interviews and updates.
I told that gentleman to go find a police officer.
This is what we love. Where are we going to ride the storm out? I'm not too sure. Once we get back into New Orleans, there's plenty of options. There's high ground, there's parking garages, there's plenty of options. Mainly we're looking for the big impacts to start
That's in
and
any
be able
natural
to
disaster.
get close to it
Unfortunately,
safely.
The most vulnerable with the least amount of resources will be impacted the most in these natural disasters like Hurricane Ida. The city of New Orleans does not have a mandatory evacuation in place. It is a
We're
shelter.
heading south. No, it's not a rental. This is my car. I've got a full tank of gas and 39 gallons in reserve, so I've got plenty of gas.
Boards put up on some windows, a few sandbags here.